USA, all nations, 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page. And this is very, very crucial. Civil justice sign-off I'm providing for myself. And I'm displaying all the crime and the root cause and who created the crime to USA government. Right? It's the multitasking, and I should get the job offer. I should get the salary, rightful salary. I should get the national benefits, everything in the rightful way. Okay. So, what is the civil justice all about? Okay, we all identified that criminal law is created by Pope Francis. Right. So at least the civil law must have stood up in front of Pope Francis and slapped left and right on the face of Pope Francis, right? And should have thrown Pope Francis in volcano already, long time back. So what went wrong in civil law? Itself says it all, right? I don't even want to provide any more explanation. I'll just leave it as is. So you tell me, in the wrongful justice services, who is more at fault? Is it civil law or is it criminal law? You tell me. Bottom line, civilians are choosing for civil justice, displaying that they are choosing a wise choice. That is all. But then, why on the earth, when there was civil law in each and every single nation, there is civil law? Government is providing a budget allocation to be provided for civil law, right? So why on the earth the civil law never able to ban the criminal law? Right? So that means that itself is a fireproof, my fellow mankind, that the eyes of the civil law world population got blinded. They were not able to see that criminal law itself is a crime at the first place, right? So otherwise they would have stood up in front of Pope Francis and slapped left and right and would have thrown him in the volcano a long time back only. They would not even waited for me to do that job. So that itself a live proof how educated population got fooled in the first place, isn't it? And in the entire jurisdiction process, the civil law, civil judge, whatever they are going to say, they are not going to take it. They are the dummy piece. They are the puppet, after all. They can choose the choice to become a civil law, civil judge, but then whatever they are going to say in the court of law, it will be in vain, because the criminal law signed by Pope Francis only will be signed, no matter what. So that is why, who created hell? Pope Francis. Who created all broken law services? Pope Francis. Who destroyed the holy justice services? Pope Francis. Whom enforced nations to punish innocent? Pope Francis. Who enforced crucifixion to be provided to all the population worldwide? Pope Francis. When every single hell and a crap is provided by Pope Francis, why on the earth USA nation lost its mind and allowed a wild endangered species to live free? That itself is a crime. To allow Pope Francis to live free each second is a crime. To allow a wild endangered sex offender, Queen Elizabeth II, to live free in the Buckingham Palace is crime. Why? Nobody educated that. That itself is a proof that civil law is also a scam. So that traces toward the judge Frank Remington of state of Wisconsin is a prostitute, regardless of a criminal judge or a civil judge. He's a prostitute. That's why he signed injustice, right? Because Department of Justice organization is a prostitution organization. That is how the judge Frank Remington of state of Wisconsin signed injustice, because he's a prostitute, regardless of criminal law judge or civil judge. Okay, what about the other people? Same thing. Regardless of criminal commissioner or civil commissioner, the commissioner Ben Schulenberg, I hope that is a rightful name. if it is wrong, just disregard it, right, is a prostitute. Because Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin is a prostitution organization. The Commissioner of State of Wisconsin, world population are also prostitutes, regardless of gender, regardless of color, regardless of nationality, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of religious faith. Okay, then how about those two female lawyers? Regardless of criminal law lawyers or civil lawyers, those female white-skinned lawyers are absolute prostitutes, right? Why? Because Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin is a prostitution. Pope Francis is prostitute, Queen Elizabeth II is prostitute, late Pastor Billy Graham is prostitute. So the lawyer is also prostitute. Okay, how about that female cop? I don't know the color, but regardless of color of skin, regardless of religious faith, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of nationality, that female cop is also a prostitute. State of Wisconsin produced. So who is at fault for providing prostitutes? State of Wisconsin. Why State of Wisconsin also at fault? Why I filed a lawsuit with the State of Wisconsin for $500 billion in 2019? It is State of Wisconsin, if at all State of Wisconsin is correct, it should have stood up front, face to face in front of me and should have talked. Never would have allowed COVID-19 to be created, right? Because the unhealthy, the foolish people will get angry when wisdom is being educated, right? State of Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is a prostitute. The Republican governor who was in the President Trump era, Scott Walker, is a prostitute. Government is prostitute. US State of Wisconsin government is prostitute. Prostitution in hierarchy, prostitution crime in different varieties. They all come under the classification of domestic violence. And that is how they provided the injustice, and everything is voided. Everything is invalid. But then they created the scar on my face. Can they take it back? It would have been easiest, right? If only when people create scars on the other people's faces, how easy it would be if they could just remove the scar and just throw it and boom, like that it goes and fix it on other people's face who created the hell. It would have been easy peasy, right? But it's not. I just cannot throw the scars that judge, the two female prostitute lawyers, prostitute judge, prostitute commissioner, prostitute female cop created on my face, right? Don't you all think then at least they should be, the state of Wisconsin should at least step in and provide finance compensation to me? And have them watch in jealous and also learn why I got the finance aid and why they never got the finance aid. It's because they provided the abuse to me. Don't you all think so? That is an excellent civil justice, right? And they should live free. And they should not even be laid off though. They should still be in the justice process only. But they should live for free to glorify God's name. Never in their dream they will write injustice. Never in the dream they will try to work on to create scars for fellow mankind. Never. Why? When USA pays me tax-free $50 billion for the scandal provided by civil law and another $50 billion for the scandal provided by criminal law, how much dollars USA is going to must pay to me? $100 billion tax-free. Don't you all think this judge and the lawyers will be opening their mouth and they'll be watching? And that it's a civil justice after all. Don't you all think? And what if with that much of money I'm driving a Benz car or a convertible sports car in front of them? Hey abusers, thank you for creating scars for me. Hi, bye. Don't you all think that's a civil justice served? Don't you all think? The female cop should be crying, right? Because their salary is very less, $25,000 to $35,000 only. And their job is to grab all the innocent people and throw in the jail. Now tell me, if USA is stepping in and providing me $100 billion of tax-free direct deposit to my bank account, and I'm driving a Benz car or whatever, convertible sports car, be it Tesla or Ford Mustang, whatever, you name it, Rolls Royce. Don't you all think, and why that is a civil justice? They should realize why civil justice is provided to Vethapriya. They should realize why they were allowed to live free. They should realize, they should know. Why they were not allowed to be thrown in the jail, but they were allowed to live free. They should know. Why Vethapriya asked them to live free, they should know, isn't it? Right? If they are in the jail, they cannot see me live. I do not want that. I want them to see me live. Whether I get bends or whether I do not get bends, that is my choice. But I'm just saying it for a scenario, that's all. That is why I provided everything. You all know, I asked state of Wisconsin should pay $1 billion to those abused people. Ask them to get do-it-yourself process to get their abusive nature get eradicated or healed. Means, even in that crucifixion process, I only provided excellent justice to them and proved I am that I am versus they are all prostitutes. Right? They are all prostitutes. That is why they signed injustice. Don't you all think so? In the prostitution life cycle, there is only injustice. There is never justice. That says it all, why prostitution organization is injustice and prostitutes are injustice after all. They are clones of Pope Francis. Pope Francis is a prostitute. Queen Elizabeth II is a prostitute. Why civil law never banned prostitution? Right? Why civil law never banned pornography? If civil law in all the nations is so holy, 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 perfect, means why on the earth there is pornography? Why civil law never stood up in front of the pornography organization and said, you see, pornography, according to the civil law, there is never pornography. Why never educated? That says it all, isn't it? Why civil law never banned sexting disease, leprosy disease? It's name calling other fellow mankind's sexual genital organs in a filthy way. That is all. That's a service provider. Sexting service providers, they have to name call other fellow mankind's sexual genital organs in a filthy way. And they get paid for it, or they get a sadistic pleasure out of it, enjoying the sufferings of fellow mankind after creating emotional distress, right? Why civil law? So how many people are there in civil law, right? Harvard law has two groups. One for Harvard's criminal law, Harvard civil law. Oh, wow, right? It sounds like wow mode, but it is not. Got it? It's a scam. It's a scandal. How many people must have spent their hard-earned money to get into the Harvard law and just got screwed up? Being aware that both the criminal law and the civil law itself is a scam. Right? There is no time for people to even shed tears of shame. When I am saying all criminal judges and criminal law become, hey, go run, become civil law, means there is no time to sit and listen and analyze things. Just do that task because the crime is so severe. Whatever Pope Francis did to the USA nation and to all nations is wrong. And he should be burnt in ashes. right? He should be burnt in ashes. If civil law is the healthiest one, there should never be any divorce, right? That says it all. If civil law is the healthiest one, there should never be any biological moms and children separated in the divorce process. That says it all. Can you all see how USA government is going to take a stick and they're going to push on the back of the spinal cord from President Joe Biden to get out of the White House immediately? And even Vice President Kamala Harris. Right? If civil justice is very, very holy, why would there be phishing? Why would there be a cyber attack? Why would there be data breach? Why would there be identity theft? Why would there be homeless? Why would there be refugee? Why would there be immigration scandal? Why would there be DACA? Why would there be parole? Why would people be addressing fellow mankind as aliens when they are humans after all? Can you all see how innocent is the USA nation? They don't even know the difference between alien and humans after all. It's always makes wisest people to laugh at, right? Looking at the innocence, how innocent, purest innocent form are only USA nation, right? For how long USA has been active as a nation? 500 years. At least they are using smartphones, they are using science and technology, right? They never got to know that humans are humans and their humans must never be addressed as aliens from different planet. So that means in immigration, they address humans as aliens. Are you alien from India? Oh, is that a different planet? See now, can you all see? NASA satellite is in USA. That itself is a scandal, which I will handle it in a different way. Just leave it as. So at least NASA should have stepped in and educated United States of American government. Hey. India is one part of the landmass in Earth. It's never a different planet. So humans are humans. Do not address humans from India as aliens. It forgot. And NASA, they call it as what fancy names, right? They are the astronauts, they are the gurus, they are the gods, right? Like that. It's a scandal. Because they are thrown with luxury. They are the highest salary paid. They don't know the human emotions. Got it? Okay. The NASA people, they never bothered to educate. Even civil law could have stood up and educated USA government, right? Dear USA government, there are 7.9 plus billions of humans. And they are all God's creations only. They are all displaced and living in different parts of the planet Earth. Do not address fellow mankind as aliens or peril or dogs or N-word. Forgot. It's not forgot. It's a fatal negligence of civil law. That's a crime, isn't it? Okay. Then let's leave the law people aside, okay? Then there is where the fancy doctors world, right? The Harvard Medical School and Oxford Medical School, like, oh, see, I am the doctor. Doctor got educated or graduated from Harvard Medical School, okay? They could have stood up in front of USA government and said, dear USA government, see, this is how we took the pledge in the Harvard Medical School that we should never ever hurt fellow mankind. And according to those medical standards, please, never address fellow mankind as aliens from different planet. So they never bothered to educate USA government. Okay. Leave it. Let's come to the very, very fancy, what is it called? E-world, right? The education world. the private Christian school teachers, they could have stood up, right? Because they always say, Jesus Christ is only the Lord. That's how they say. And we in the Christian school, we provide all the Holy Bible verses and behavior science. We make sure everything is perfect. They could have stood up in front of USA government and educated. Dear USA, in the Holy Bible it says humans are God's creations. So it is very crime to address fellow mankind as aliens from different planet. So they also fatal negligence, right? They are so innocent. They are so soaked in that Holy Bible. They forgot what is humanity. Are you laughing? I know you are laughing. Laugh and love us. I will also join with you, Okay, just leave the Christian schools. Then there is public schools. The great schools provide the rating, right? I already educated. Why location for a real estate and the property insurance means what? When there is an excellent school district, tax will be high. When tax are high, only richest population will be there. And they themselves will write it off. Okay, then there is no crime in that particular area. Right? Because they have to save themselves. With whatever crap they are providing, they want to save themselves. So they will say, see, the school district is high. See, only richest population are there. All the richest population are very holy. They all jump from only heaven. Like that. Then the insurance policy, premiums all will be very reduced. Okay. At least those school districts, the public school districts, right? They could have stood up in front of the USA government and educated. See, we are public schools. We have a very high rating in our district, town and village and municipality or counties and cities. Oh my gosh, it is an excellent school rating. You know what? In education services, we should never name call fellow mankind in any abrupt way, any unhealthy way. So please government, do not name call, address fellow mankind as aliens from different planet. So they also never educated the USA government. Got it? Oh my gosh. Who was that lady in the President Trump admin? I don't know that name, that she wears the specs, right? Like eyeglasses with the short hair, right? She immediately resigned, meaning immediately resigned when the election scandal got, because she knows at least she should be happy that she's not ending up in jail, right? Can you all imagine how education got destroyed? If civil law is healthiest, right? There should never be schools based out of color. Only Africans only can come to the school. Only white skin and blonde hair only can come to this white school. Only Asians alone can be in the school. If at all the children have to love within your color. Do not go beyond that. Otherwise you all will be thrown or killed by USA government. This is what education is providing. Laugh out loudest. As my dear fellow mankind. Are you laughing? I know you are. Because we are all witnessing the live crime. And nobody was able to stand up and educate it in an excellent way than I am. I broke the world record, Guinness Book of World Record for Excellence Teacher. I should get the Excellence Teachers Award, right? I should get the Excellence Army Award, Military Award, Marine Award, Navy SEALs Award. With whatever badges they got, I should be the only eligible to get it. Yes, people will be jealous of me. Oh my gosh, how excellent she is in every single thing. How on the earth can she do it? Right? I say, go, 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 go. Go fear your God. Go fear God. Always a true Israelite tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, of Jerusalem, the wisdom is holiest in nature, cleanest heart. And that is why the people themselves will be jealous. Oh, why on the earth these people, these true Israelite Jews are so innocent, so clean-hearted? Why? People are so jealous of that also. Meaning, they do not want to live. The people who do not want to live means the pattern of abuse is what? They are the hell creators. So they want to live only in the hell. And they will not also allow the other people to live in a healthy way. So jealous. No. Can you see? Jealous. So tell me, people are thinking civil law is holy, but civil law also created a hell, right? Can you all got it? How I'm providing excellent multitasking way. So criminal judges cannot mark civil judges, and civil lawyers cannot mark criminal lawyers, because everybody's fallen trap in the scandal of Pope Francis. Same boat like how Republican and Democrat government, they got fooled. Same way. Right? So when civil law is proved that it's a filth, if civil law is the healthiest one, it should have stood up in front of the Los Angeles and state of California and would have sat side by side and educated. Hey, we all are humans. We all born to love cleanest only. We all need family values to be respected and honored, adored and admired, and to be lived with the cherishable moments each and every single day. Please, 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 do not create any Las Vegas Sin City, right? How easiest it would have been for civil law to just sit side by side with the state of California, state of Nevada. Failed. Why? Roman province Jesuit satanic organization is in which location? State of California. Oh, the people love, how many people love the word state of California? Welcome to the Hotel California. Have you all heard about that song? I know. Right? If the civil law is healthiest, right? How many long? 500 years long. We are going to provide the track record for the past 500 years alone. Okay. But this scandal has been beyond that 500. So let's do the past 500 years and how humans got evolved. If civil law is healthiest enough, there should never be any prostitution facility. Okay. They forgot even educating. Okay. If civil law is the healthiest one, there should never be any rental womb services, right? It's a scandal and a scandal. So people were thinking they were not able to become pregnant, or they want to mock the women as a barren ladies, right? They have to take all the shame and the crap and the stones thrown at them for not fault of theirs. And the men have to take their way of stones and shame at them, thrown at them, that, hey, you are impotent. You guys cannot create babies. You are crap, like that. And they have to live with it, deal with it, and die with it. Right? Are you all laughing, my dear fellow mankind? Yes, you laugh. You all laugh. Why? I'm asking you all to laugh. Pope Francis will be gone in ashes. That is why I'm asking you all to laugh. Do you all know how much of filth and the total filth is happening in medical field in the name of rental womb of services? They made a mockery. They are saying that population, you do not even need to worry about having sex anymore. Using that donor, sperm donor and ovum donor, and freezing the ovums or whatever crap they are saying in the medical standards ways, any sperm, any ovum, they want to become God. Wait, watch and see how doctors are. Already Dr. Fauci Brink must be started to run, to hide from me. They cannot run. They cannot hide. I froze them. So all the doctors and nurses worldwide, they must have started to run either in a slow motion or a fast forward motion or whatever, but they cannot still hide from me, because any direction they're going to turn around, I'm going to stand as the tallest rock, as a firewall. Right? There should never be any sperm clinic. There should never be any ovum clinic. How many people, they are abusing that. They made a mockery out of that. Oh, is true Christianity saying that sex should be only between a man and a wife, and that too God created wife and God created me? Right? See, we created the mockery out of it. What can you do? This is a telltale attribute of a Babylonian Islam Judaism. They are super filth, my dear fellow mankind. Super filth. Their bell cells level is super filth. I only can take cane in my hand, and just like that I can discipline. I can discipline all the abusive doctors and the medical field. Nobody can. President Joe Biden cannot. Vice President Kamala Harris cannot. I can discipline. I only can discipline the abusive doctors. You all got it, isn't it? For them, the ovum and the sperm is a joke, when it is not a joke in true Christianity alone. It's not a joke, my dear fellow mankind. And sex is not a joke. They made a joke. Don't you all think I should take the cane in my hand? I will not even provide caning on their back. No, I will not waste. That is too much of a labor for me. I will have cane in my hand. I will not even say a word. I will just stand as tall as rock. That is all for the discipline. Doctors themselves will be disciplined on that spot, on the fly. USA government will be wondering, oh my gosh, how on the earth the doctors became human? Oh, are we really living in the real world? Or is it a joke or what? Like that they'll be wondering. Because my discipline is coolest. In a stylish way only, I'll provide the discipline. Right? If civil justice was healthiest or is healthiest, according to whatever it's saying, there should never be any sperm clinic. Now tell me, will Dr. Fauci puke pus or worms? Or both? Or will Dr. Brinks will puke pus or worms? Tell me, because I'm displaying their crime up front, slapping on their face in front of all nations. But they just cannot run and hide. They are handcuffed and mandated to be kneel down in front of all nations and answer now for the crime you all have provided. Right? That's how I provided. I'm providing that. They are handcuffed and mandated to kneel down in front of all nations for whatever the medical crime provided. Surrogate pregnancy. Can you all see in all this entire scam? The late pastor Billy Graham is a super filthiest, deadliest sex offender and prostitute and sex immoral. And President Trump is innocent after all. Don't you all think so? At least he should have took his Holy Bible, right? That whoever that late Billy Graham should have lifted the Holy Bible, either running in a slow motion or a fast forward, should have came in, stood up in front of USA government and should have said, see, do not mock sex. Because in true Christianity, everything is God created. At least he could have educated that, right? Why he missed that? Okay. Theologians, waste. Crap. Okay, how about Christian evangelists? How many got their television channels and they earn a filthy riches, right? They could have stepped in and educated. Hey, USA, please, ban this unhealthy genome services. It is most unethical. It is mocking human operations itself. They never did that. Are you all laughing? Laugh, my fellow mankind. Laugh. Okay. Then, what is it? In Christian denominations, Roman Catholics, they have very holy, very perfect, Roman Catholic fathers and Roman Catholic nuns and Pentecostal, Pentecostal brothers and sisters, they are all holy because they are virgins, because they are all single and they never married. I know you are all laughing, isn't it? Can you all see how we are all connected? Because we humans think alike. We humans are born to love cleanness, my dear fellow mankind. Right? Tell me, if the Roman Catholicism, like nuns and the fathers or the Ceylon Pentecostal brothers and sisters, yes, Amish and Scientology, Mormon, everything is a crap only, everything is a garbage. Wait, watch and see. But then, these people at least could have educated the doctor's operation, because St. Jude's, they have St. Jude's. Not that point. St. Jude is what? It's a Christian word. St. Jude's Cancer Hospital for what? Juvenile, children. Don't you all think there is never a cancer children in among the children population, and why on the earth the children got cancer? Pope Francis created tax. Okay, you leave out the St. Jude. Then comes what, that fancy word? St. Mary's. Are you laughing again? How many laughters, right? It's called what? St. Mary's. St. Mary's. St. Mary's Hospital, it's way oldest hospital in United States of America. And worldwide, including India, they have education facilities named after St. Mary's. Got it? That is a live proof of deadliest crime, my dear fellow mankind. Worldwide, they were thinking, they were worshipping about that Hail Mary, Ave Maria, like that. Though one side is truth, they were mandated to worship only Queen Elizabeth II. In the name of St. Mary's, in the name of Ave Maria, in the name of Rosary. Roman Catholics got slaughtered. Why? Roman Catholics, Christianity, right? They worship only Ave Maria. They were thinking they are only worshipping Ave Maria, which is itself is a crime, right? Humans should not worship humans. Because there is a detailed scandal, which I will reveal it later. The higher level scandal is what? Roman Catholics are worshipping only Queen Elizabeth II. That's a live track record. Approximately 300 civilians of Ireland population, they stood up. And they said in front of the earlier generations of the Queen Elizabeth II, they stood up and said loudest they can never worship the Queen of England. They got slaughtered. And that evil Queen of England went to the extent of drinking their blood. And that is how, even today, people go to the alcohol facilities, right? And they order Bloody Mary. You all know why non-Roman Catholics will just mock Roman Catholics population. Just like, oh, Bloody Mary. When they're going to say, see, we say the Rosary, Ave Maria, they'll mock. Up front, they'll mock. The Bloody Mary. I'm saying Bloody Mary, right? Because it's an alcohol name. Now tell me, they will add so many filth to it. That means curse words to it. Got it? It became a mockery. It became a mockery. Can you all see how justice is broken and I displayed everything up front? And why all the judges worldwide are super shocked and fallen down in knees before me, a civilian who never went to the law school, providing excellent civil justice law in an unbiased way, right? As a civil doctor, I know the Roman Catholic fathers, Roman Catholic nuns fallen trap. How many households they abuse this power, this this Roman Catholic fathers and the nuns and the Ceylon Pentecostal brothers and sisters organization. So civilians who are love breakup, they'll end up in that. Have you all seen that movie? What's it called? Sisters Act. Have you all seen that? It's a nice movie. I liked it because it's a comedy movie. And even there was another one, Nuns on the Runs. It's another comedy category movie. So these are all comedy, but they wanted to reach out to the population and say the truth in a raw way. That's all. Right? So that means imagine how much of emotions and feelings have been stripped out from the Roman Catholic fathers and Roman Catholic nuns and Ceylon Pentecostal sisters and brothers just because they are enforced to be single. Means they should not be like any other average humans. They should not enjoy. Other people can go to the ice cream parlor and can have a cone of ice cream and enjoy, but these people cannot because they are single, holy, like that. And this Pope fooled them to the extent they were mandated to be thrown in a jail only. But it's not called as jail. These they are called as convents. The Roman Catholic organization where the Roman fathers and Roman nuns are get to stay and provide orphanage services or education services, right? They're called as convents. Are you all laughing? Oh my gosh, how is she, right? Like that? I know. We're all humans, right? We all think alike. You keep working on who am I? And beyond that, it's a scam. They are the ones in the whole entire earth get the highest level of education. And they are the ones who get to eat highest, healthiest, richest food every single meal. When a beggar is begging for a food, Roman Catholic father, Roman Catholic nuns will eat richest food. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, this crime is skyrocketing. Can you all see? It is by now it is already touching to the sky, and it is correctly as predicted in the Holy Bible, the Revelation chapter 18. And beyond that, they have to be mandated to wear only uniform, the burqa, the hijab, in a sophisticated way. The Roman Catholic nuns have to wear the cap, they have to wear the long burqa, they cannot wear the dress like other people are allowed to wear. Even if they have their own talents in their athletic or dancing or singing or drawing, everything got stripped off. Their self-esteem is got stripped off, left to be mocked and bullied by the other people. People will laugh only. Oh, are you a Roman Catholic nun? They will laugh. Not aware how much of innocence it's there. They have been fooled into thinking that when they are single forever, they are virgins. That is wrong. They are all prostitutes, enforced to be thrown in a prostitution. Count by count means imagine. There are no only, worldwide there is Roman Catholic nuns, worldwide there is Roman Catholic fathers, my dear fellow mankind. Can you all see how Pope Francis, in a very, very brutal way, he stripped of the healthy sexual operations of those innocent population. Nobody stood and educated except me, meaning I only can talk for them. Because they cannot talk. They have to chew and live and die with that injustice. Even in that class, whatever they have to go through, it's called as catechism. Do you all know that? Or another way of saying it's a catechism for school education. But then they have to undergo a training. Only after they pass out the training, they will even ask, can you still be Roman Catholic fathers or nuns? They have to say. They put them in the edge. Right? They create false conviction or guilt if they are not going to be in that Roman Catholic fathers and nuns, because they are going to lose their tax benefits. Scandal. How many children welcomed in the earth in the Roman Catholic population? They have been enforced by their own family members to get into this Roman Catholic nuns and Roman Catholic fathers, abusing that entire process. It's wrong. It is wrong to enforce a civilian to be single. There is no other crime to remove that sexual operation of a single man or a single woman. That's not the crime, my dear fellow mankind. I do not want any of the civilian to shed tears of blood. Hold it. More crime was on the way. Don't you all think you all have to accumulate it and then shed tears of blood later? Don't you all want to witness how much of crime Pope Francis created in different ways? And why I have to slap on the face of Pope Francis and he'll be burnt in ashes on the spot? He removed the sexual operation of all the Roman Catholic fathers and Roman Catholic nuns and Syrian Pentecostal brothers and Syrian Pentecostal sisters, enforced to be single. And they were thinking being single is a virgin. No, they have been enforced to be prostitutes. How many they lost their young prime age, right? They lost their young prime age. Gone is gone. They cannot get back their age, right? So let's say, to explain in a healthy human way or a layman way, let's say today I am stepping in, right? I'm becoming a Vatican leader, right? So I'm stepping, okay, Roman Catholic fathers, okay, Roman nuns, go get married. They'll slap me in my face, right? Don't you all think so? Because their age is gone, their emotions is gone, their sexual operation has been stripped off by enforcement. Not even aware that being enforced to be single is called as a prostitution. And who created that? Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II. They do not have any clue that it is only Pope Francis did this kind of a crime to them. The innocence is too much, right? They worship Pope only as God. Can you all see how innocent they are? The Roman Catholic fathers and Roman Catholic nuns. I do not want any of the civilians to shed tears of blood now. No. Hold it. Do not puke. Hold it, puke. Wait. There's more crime to be revealed that Pope Francis created for the humanity in the name of God. in the name of cross, in the name of Sacred Heart Jesus Christ, in the name of Immaculate Heart Mary. Right? If you see, all the Roman Catholic orphanages, all the Roman Catholic education facilities, be it colleges or schools, it all will have different variations of Sacred Heart Jesus Christ, Immaculate Heart Ave Maria, like that only. But all garbage. And yes, if you are going to get into the education facilities and going to get education, it will be highest standard only. No doubt about that. And they ask highest education cost for that. Can you see how I am, twisting Pope 84 or 80 plus years, Pope Francis years, and I'm twisting his ears in front of all nations. And USA government will never even bother about me disciplining that Satan to be gone in ashes. Do you all know how much of discipline they provide in that Catholic facility, education facility? Absolute, very strict. Do you all know that? Do you all have a clue about that? Okay, if civil law is a very healthy, holy means, who was that lady? I think Adeline O'Hare. Some few years back in the 18th or 17th century, influenced by Pope Francis, mandated that the Christian education should be removed from all the public schools of USA. That moment, Pope Francis and all his teams would not have ever had a dream or a clue that in 2021, I only will throw Pope Francis in volcano in Hawaii in front of all nations only. Why they removed Christian education from public schools? Do you all know? Then the behavior science is a Holy Bible and the Christianity, right? Then the younger generation will become more wise. When younger generation becoming more wise, the nation will produce only soldiers of God. By the time they finish their 12th grade and entering into facing the new world, be it college or workplace or whatever, they'll become the soldiers of God. When they're becoming soldiers of God, wherever they are, the nation will be richest. The nations will be wisest. Everybody will be living in harmony, peace. And Pope Francis did not want that. Islam, Judaism, they wanted always population to be on that foolish mode only. Then they can control over them. So they removed it in an organized way. Pope France leader, Sicily Archbishop, Pope Francis teams, they were behind the scenes, right? And then front is the supreme judges and all the scrap. All of them are prostitutes only. They all joined hands and they made it a law to remove the Christian education from the public schools. Even if the Christian followers wanted to help the public school peers in a rightful pathway, they will be killed. State of Wisconsin public schools do not have Christianity education. Crime. When Pope Francis having that Jesuits organization in state of Wisconsin, if it is a healthy one, when that removing that Christian education from the public schools was provided, should have stood up in the front and dissolved that injustice right there in the 18th century. Never he did. And how many centuries passed since then? So all the education is all scam, garbage, isn't it? They have been mandated in a public school, they have been mandated the younger generation to have free sex. Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brinks provides birth control drugs for the females, birth control drugs for the males. Eat it, drink it, wear it, whatever, and then enjoy, have free sex. It's okay. It's healthiest. In the schools, in the college premises. What was Pope Francis doing all along in the Vatican when all this injustice was going on? Can you all see why all the time President Joe Biden is a super scammer and President Trump is innocent? Can you all get it at the first place? 50 long years he was in the lawmaking process, my dear fellow mankind. That is why I do not even want to include Vice President Kamala Harris even at fault mode, or Hillary Clinton, or Michelle Obama, or Barack Obama, or Bill Clinton, or whoever. Because he is elder to all those set of people. How many minutes he had, how many hours he had. Easily he could have stood up and banned and slapped on the face of darkness fools, cunning hell creators fools, and said, stop that nonsense, stop that hell. Never did that, right? Laugh out loudest, my dear fellow mankind. Laugh out. I want United States of America to stand upside down and just pay me tax-free $50 billion direct deposit to my bank account for civil law, fatal negligence of civil law means one civil law human, it can be either civil law judge or civil law lawyer, either man or a woman. So I'm just providing an approximate estimate. One head count per state, 50 count with 50. Even, let's make it even. And provide $550 billion direct deposit to my bank account. Who on the earth gave authority for civil law to create hell, and who on the earth even gave authority for US to even have criminal law? Pay me $100 billion. If my peers ask for that crap, it is their choice. I never asked for it. Can you all see how I'm providing excellent multitasking? And how I sure will get the finance aid compensation for entire human kingdom in 1 minute, 60 seconds. Right? USA must even can say, or I will say, okay, if USA can even stand upside down and kneel down mode, handcuffed mode, pay. Just pay the penalty to me. It's okay. Pay it. First pay. Pay all the medical compensation to me. I never asked civil law agency to be foolish. It's their choice. I never asked for criminal law. And if criminal law is exiting in USA, it's not my job. It's a problem of USA operations. Pay all the finance compensation means all the human kingdom got it. Yes, this Vethapriya, this lady is indeed God sent angel. Right? The education curriculum, the civil law is healthy. The civil law should have stood up in front of each and every single education facility, slapped on the education facility and said, remove all that relates to the domestic violence of slavery mandate, slavery hatred, and slavery of discrimination. Just remove it. Remove that crap, garbage. Burn it in ashes. Civil law never said that. Fatal negligence. Civil law should have said in front of the education facility and slapped on the bioscience teachers and should have said, stop that nonsense of genome. Because when people don't know how to use the science in a healthy way, that needs to be disciplined, right? So civil law should have stood up in the education facility and said, Charles Darwin theory of evolution of saying monkeys only created humans is wrong. Remove that part from the education curriculum. Failed. Fatal negligence. Cross check, 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 check. Can you all see each and every single checkpoint, every single gateways? Pope Francis destroyed everything and destroyed down to the level of even the younger generation brains also destroyed, right? You and I all will be only cursing, meaning out of frustration, right? We all underwent through that schooling days. And the frustration is what? Whatever we learned in that education is a scandal after all, right? How many students enforced to learn the theory of evolution of Charles Darwin? It's a very important question in their curriculum. Genome is one of the important in their education curriculum. I'm talking about the school curriculum, not even college, my dear fellow mankind. Imagine how innocent population brains have been destroyed. And they have been enforced to learn the solar system has 9 planets, and 9 planets are imaginary planets. In true Christianity, there is only one planet, Earth. And that traces to how US is super innocent means they thought that they're still thinking people outside of USA are aliens from different planets. And that is why they call Chinese as an alien, or Indians as an alien, and African as an alien. And for them, they're so super innocent, right? For them, only the civilians, the 300 millions, they are name calling themselves citizens. They are only the humans created by God. Because their brains are written that way. Their brains are written that only USA alone is the world. See how innocent they are. How innocent they are. To the extent, the people in the United States of America, when they are wearing a Nike shoe, they never know. They don't have a clue that the Nike shoe is a brand stamped only in USA versus it is built by innocent population in Asia, be it China or India or Africa or South America, right? So if they do not, so that means if the European Americans who are white-skilled people who always name-call Africans as the N-word and the dog words for Asians, and they do not even like the black skins, right? Then they should not be wearing any Nike shoes. Okay. How about Ray-Ban or any of that very costly sunglasses? Europe means they are classified for fashion, right? France, you can think of Italy, you can think of design. In fashion means perfume means France, right? But they all are created only from India, Tamil Nadu. And they are stamped with the European nation brand. Then tell me, what do the European Americans or the Germans who cannot tolerate the colored skin will do when they are owning the sunglasses or the perfume or whatever, or the clothing or the belt, right? Even iPhone, Apple, laugh, my dear fellow mankind, laugh, right? Google and Microsoft, name anything. It's all provided by people of Tamil Nadu. What are they going to do now? What is President Joe Biden going to do now? Can you see why President Trump is innocent? Can you all see? Can you all see why President Trump is innocent? And President Joe Biden is not. Right? President Joe Biden is not. Right? Got it? So, what did you all get it? We humans are dependent on each other. Okay? Even the way we all got created by God from the dust, it is shows how humans are dependent in nature. They cannot live independent. Only when a sperm and a ovum is, only with that they can have a baby. So when I was educating only wisdom, these doctors, they are so cunning, right? Super evil. They want to make business, dollars every second. So they created the rental property, rental womb services. Because even when they want to create that cunning part of that sperm and ovum, they have to place that inside a womb of a woman, injected, right? Using the genital organ of a woman only, they have to provide that process also. And in that scandal mode, the woman is treated as a machine. And how many people died during that rental womb services or surrogate pregnancy alone and treated only as a trash? Once when delivered the baby, then that lady or the women worldwide is treated as a trash, mocked, bullied. Who created all this kind of a trap? Pope Francis, my dear fellow mankind. Can you all see? He should not be even living, and he's every second Pope Francis is allowed to live free, or Queen Elizabeth teams are allowed to live free. It's dangerous to humanity because the pollution provided to the human kingdom is deadliest, right? So why, tell me, why civil law never stood up and provided all this education and discipline to all nations? So I provided already 2 hours last session for criminal law scam, and this session is about civil law scam, so almost 3-hour session. I provided all the perfect proof that is needed, that how and why and when exactly the Department of Justice agency of each nation has been broken in pieces. So forever, whatever justice services they are called, it's all wrong. Be it family law, medical law, sports law, blah, 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 finance law, everything wrong, my dear fellow mankind, everything. Every single thing destroyed by Pope Francis. Crap. Pope Francis, the crap. I will stick on saying crap because crap is a lighter version of saying the other word. You all know what is the other word. We are all humans, right? We all know. Nobody will dare to disturb my civil justice discipline provided for worldwide. He's accursed. His mom is a cursed lady for delivered the deadliest, dangerous hell creator Pope Francis. I already said I froze the womb of Roman Catholic women worldwide. And I educated, if at all delivering a baby, deliver only Jesus Christ after Jesus Christ after Jesus Christ after Jesus Christ after Jesus Christ only. Do not dare in a dream to think of any more delivering Pope Francis. Enough of the crap. Enough of this hell. Enough of this injustice. Enough. Enough of this, enough of that, enough of everything. He destroyed the emotions, he destroyed the feelings, he destroyed the memories. He destroyed everything, my dear fellow mankind. He destroyed DNA structure. He destroyed mRNA structure. He destroyed hormones. He destroyed cells of human operations. He removed self-esteem for fellow mankind. He destroyed everything. And he's been worshipped as God. Why nobody dared enough to fix it? Fear mode, survival mode. Even those justice division, the teams who signed off injustice to me, at the heart of heart they know that I am God sent angel. But they became helpless mode because of Pope Francis created all the broken justice system. They became helpless mode. Can you all see how even if people wants to provide healthy services, Pope Francis provided a roadblock? Pope Francis will be gone in ashes. Pope Francis will be gone in ashes. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, Pope Francis will be gone in ashes. It's as simple as that. He destroyed the civil law. Oh, it is zero tolerance. He destroyed holy justice services. A nation can never ever dream to provide injustice to civilians, but sadly the reality is USA nation enforced to provide only injustice and punish only innocent, because Pope Francis said so. Pope Francis ordered that way. He'll be gone. He'll be gone in ashes. He'll be gone in ashes. So, what is this civil justice all about? Domestic violence is a word. Civil law can never be fatal negligence. A civil law should have slapped on that face of that prostitute judge of state of Wisconsin and educated. Do not stop. Do not sign injustice to innocent Vethapriya. Failed. Fatal negligence. Check. That same civil law should have stood up in front of that prostitute commissioner of state of Wisconsin and slapped and educated. Stop. Do not punish innocent Vethapriya. Do not sign injustice. Failed. Check. Failed. Fatal negligence. Breach of duty. The same civil law should have stood up in front of those female lawyers and one female cop and slapped on their face left and right 1,000 times. Because when women become evil, they are super evil, isn't it? So slap must be increased 1,000 times. And then educated, stop. Do not punish innocent Vethapriya. Fail. Check for failed in breach of duty. Right? So, I will read that last part of that civil justice. I, Vethapriya PROSE, want civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines only. Roman province Vatican Jesuits leader Antichrist Pope Francis is proved, so must resign now, immediately. For destroyed civil law, holiest public services in the entire earth is called a civil law. It is an excellent public services. He destroyed it. And top of it, he also created, Pope Francis also, the Antichrist, the Lucifer, the Satan also created criminal law. Crime skyrocketing. So I want Pope Francis to resign immediately now. For created criminal law is a hell law, it's a tax law. And for fatal negligence of civil judges counts, and for civil lawyers counts, fatal negligence, and fatal negligence of civil male lawyers counts, and for fatal negligence of civil female lawyers counts, at least one count will be there per state. So that will be 50. Then I want, so that means 50 counts of fatal negligence. So that means I, Vethapriya PROSE, want Jesuits Roman province of USA must pay tax-free $50 billion and please direct deposit to my bank account in next 1 second, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. Got it? And as my dear fellow mankind, it is 1 hour and 14 minutes. And you all know, because people will be wondering, what is happening to the civil law? Why civil law is not able to provide anything? You all got it. It's a dummy piece. Civil law is a puppet in the hands of evil criminal law. And Pope Francis created it in an organized, systemized way. Got it? So I have to step in. I have to become the supreme civil law judge. I have to become the supreme family law judge. I have to become the supreme judge for children population, younger generation population, for retirement population, for any adult population. I have to become the supreme judge for plant kingdom. I have to become the supreme judge for animal kingdom. I have to become the supreme judge for all the non-living things. And I have to create everything from the scratch. A nation don't know what is law, and that is the innocence, my dear fellow mankind. Don't you all think so? When USA is having Harvard Law School and Harvard Medical School, they don't even know what is a law at the first place. That is innocence display. Okay, yes. Evil forces who destroyed USA nation in pieces will be gone in ashes. Got it? Please wait, watch and see. Civil justice always wins. God is always God all the time. God is in control. What crime Pope Francis did? He became a God. He took the hands of God, the true God of true Christianity, and he tied the hands of the true God. That is how the true God of true Christianity itself became helpless, made to look at fault. People were wondering, right? Why there is no God? Why always bad things are unfortunate happening only to the so-called good people, innocent people? Why only injustice is being bombarded for innocent? Why innocent are being punished? Why abusive people are living free in luxury? And it's all because Pope Francis tied the hands of the true God by enforcement, because all along he wants the population to worship Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth and Isabel leaders, Dalai Lama of craps, to be worshipped as God. Fanatic love of crown. They're all the Roman Empire kings after all. They just removed that and they provided a mask and they fooled entire human kingdom. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, hold on the tears of blood, tears of whatever agony and pain you're undergoing through. Watch. I'm displaying all the crime of Pope Francis. You all are worshipping Pope Francis only as God, right? Now what will you all say? Tell me. Just because I displayed Pope Francis as a criminal, as a true hell creator, they signed the injustice to me. Workplace, they laid me off because of that. Because they fear one word, Pope Francis, survival mode. They'll be killed mode. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, I should get the civil justice right in front of all nations only. Okay? Using ethical standards, humane standards only, I should get the civil justice. Nobody will ask why in this COVID-19 crisis, why USA is providing that many dollars to Vethapriya. It says it all. It's my will and pleasure, right? It's my choice. I know what I have to do with those finance aid provided to me. And on top of it, I'll also step in, start the Supreme Judge task, and I'll also provide the finance compensation to be provided to the population. When civil law is crime at fault found guilty, when criminal law agency is at fault and found guilty, don't you all think all the national benefits to be provided must be infinite times provided free only to all civilians worldwide? They should sit and eat everything free. Be it an apple, apple means the apple fruit I'm talking about. Okay, apple products, right? Apple watch, Apple laptop or whatever. Everything should be free. Everything should be free, and that comes under the umbrella of why USA should pay $500,000 trillion every single day to each civilian times 7.9 plus billions of humans daily forever. Because criminal law, civil law broke it. Nobody asked for this crap. At least they could have said there is no law because all nations are enforced to be Roman Empire, lawless nation only. Live as you want. That would have solved everything, right? They never did that. They want to create this law for just for tax revenue. And this is the time. I will ask USA to stand upside down and pay tax to the population. Population will not pay any tax. Sorry. Coolest, simplest, stylish way only we have to get the civil justice signed up. We population should never beg when the government is broken. When the civilians can beg. When the nation is the wisest nation. When the nation government is providing a healthy government operation. When the nation do not have any criminal law operations. When the nation is a Garden of Eden, healthy environment, peaceful environment. Then, only then. Even then the civilian do not have birthright to beg. So that means I have to provide, only then means all these healthiest should be provided to the population only then. But they are collecting taxes, right? They are collecting tax for everything. Even if you want to sit, if you want to poop, there's a tax. You want to pee, there's a tax. If you want to use a switch, lamp, electricity, there's a tax. Tax for this, tax for everything. Even to breathe oxygen is a tax. Don't you all think it is our time to make USA nation to stand upside down and pay tax to 7.9 plus billions of humans daily forever? It will be super fun, isn't it? And Queen Elizabeth will die out of heart attack. But then it becomes so easy. All USA have to do is just lift that crap, Queen Elizabeth, and drop it in the volcano. Let her die in heart attack or whatever, isn't it? Otherwise, I'll say, Queen Elizabeth, hey, puke all the dollars you eat. She will die out of that also. Right? Everything is going to be free, my dear fellow mankind. Wait, watch and see. Civilians, I educated, a civilian should sit in a healthy shelter home and must eat everything free of the national benefits, free only. We civilians should not even shell out a penny and pay anything. And this crime proved it that we should not be paying anything. Because it's their choice, right? It was a Queen Elizabeth's choice only to create hell. It was Queen Elizabeth's choice only to mandate tax. It was Queen Elizabeth's choice only to create hell. So let her pay the price now, right? So that means even her death will be a disgraceful death. She'll be thrown just like that on the volcano. She'll be just thrown on the volcano just like that. Who is she to create a hell for everybody and for me? Who is she? Who is Pope Trap to create hell for me? Who? Thank you all for your time, my dear fellow mankind. It is 1 hour and 23 minutes. Yes, we all will get the civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines. So you all got it. Civil, whatever whoever they are addressing civil law world are not civil law after all. They are also prostitutes. Got it? Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye. Bye for now.